This is League of Legends. We're taking a look at the game on the PC with the 4090 and the 13900K. So we've got the game basically maxed out. The real reason we're diving in is to take a look at it with the Game Pass perks, which include the different champions and a bunch of other different settings and bonuses. So like I said, everything is maxed out. We have an uncapped frame rate, and note that the recording on top of what we're playing might adjust some of the frames a little bit, but we were getting like 200 plus FPS, no problem. Even like 300 FPS a lot of the time. When I was doing the tutorial, I was getting something like 900 FPS. I think the max I saw playing this was like 1100. A little ridiculous, quite overkill for what this game is, but it fully hit the mark. It was very fluid, and I guess it looked decently good. It looks about the same on the different visual settings, I think, but be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So anyways, dragged along my sister to talk about this one because she plays this. So dive into what is the League of Legends. Get going.
So League of Legends is a MOBA. Essentially, the aim of the game is to kill the Nexus of the enemy. In order to do so, you have to destroy turrets along the way, and you have to kill champions to get advantages, and gold, which gives you items, which gives you more advantages. Essentially, you just want to steamroll and win the game. So there is 3 lanes. Top lane, which has 1 champion, middle lane, which has 1 champion, and bottom lane, which you can see right now, which has a supporting character and an ADC. There's also a jungler that roams in between the lanes to give advantages to their lanes and to also wreak havoc on the enemy team.
So there's also a bit of a ranking system and a bit of a background leveling thing. Tell us a bit about the mechanics of how you rank in the game, and also while you're playing, how you improve your character throughout the match.
Okay, so League has a ranked system, which starts off with iron and then goes to bronze, silver, gold, platinum, so on and so forth. So in order to get ranked, you have to play 10 ranked matches, which gives you a base ranking, which starts out usually lower than you actually are. And then by playing more games, you slowly climb up the ladder. You get this thing called LP, and more LP equals a higher ranking. Eventually, when you get to rank 1 in your ranking, so say you are silver and you go from silver 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, you then get into your promotion games, which you have to play, I believe it's 5 of them. So you have to win at least 3 out of the 5 to go up a ranking. And then there is demotion. So if you lose games, you lose LP, you get lower in the ranking, and then it just motivates you to climb back up again, over and over in a cyclical fashion. It's great. And then during the game, so you're champions, you all start out with the base starting gold, so you can only buy basic items that give advantage, or that are dependent upon your role. So supports get supporting items, junglers get a jungle item that helps them kill monster camps in the jungle. Mid laners, usually if you're AP, you get a mana ring. AD item. Anyways, and then throughout the game, you will get more gold from killing minions, which are the little guys in the lane, those guys. So you get money for killing them, but you also get experience. So you get experience, which levels up your character throughout the game, so you can get better or upgrade your abilities. And then you also get gold, which will help you get better items, which give you more damage or more utility. There's also, as you could have seen there, dragons, and there's something called a baron, so those are group objectives. So if you kill those, you get a certain upgrade dependent on what type of dragon it is, but you also get gold shared throughout the team, which is a big advantage.
Cool, tell us about the maps.
So there are currently only 2 maps. So this is the Summoner's Rift, which is used for 5v5s for ranked and unranked matches. And then there is something called the Howling Abyss, which is used for a game mode called ARAM, which is all random, all middle. So you get just one middle lane, 5 champions on it, and then you can just spam abilities. It's a constant fight. Really fun. More like a for fun game mode.
Oh, interesting. So there's a bunch of different champions. People that are jumping in through the Game Pass perks have access to all these different champions. Who are some suggested people, or some cool people, or some new champions that have been added?
If just starting out with the game, I would start off with the base champions. So if you go into the store, they'll be the champions that are worth like 450 blue essence, but of course they are free with the Game Pass. They're just an easier way to ease into the game. So champions like Annie, Master Yi, Soraka is also really easy and fun. If you are looking for a more intense champion, there's Aphelios, who is the ADC of the enemy team. His abilities are literally a chapter's worth of abilities compared to some of the other champions. So if you want to be confused but also feel like you've mastered something at the end of it, I would try him out. There's also Malphite over there, which has an amazing ulti. He just throws himself into the middle of everyone and knocks everyone up. So it just depends on which role you are going for. But there are a bunch of champions for each role.
Great. So tell us a bit about what you like about playing this game.
So I enjoy the gameplay itself. It's very competitive, and usually if you are playing ranked, people get really into it. However, it can also be very unserious. So if you're playing like ARAM, or if you have like a group of 5 friends, you can all play together and just choose random champions that aren't where they should be. More so, I play for the competitive part. It's very enjoyable to compete seriously in a game, but also it's amazing to see how much people will tilt and go crazy over a video game. It's like mental warfare.
Yeah, so what do you dislike about League of Legends?
I also dislike the community of League of Legends. Some people can really have a mission to make the game not enjoyable for you. And also it's kind of hard to come back in a game like this. The comeback mechanics are not that great, although it has improved since the starting of the game. But yeah, no, it's hard to come back if your team is getting steamrolled or if someone's away from the keyboard and they're not there. Very hard to come back from.
Is there anything else about the League of Legends that you'd like to talk about or mention?
In ARAM, feed the poros. They are hungry. You have poro snacks for a reason. They want to eat. Feed them. And if you feed one of them enough, they'll explode into more poros. It's great.
So yeah, it was a blast to have you come in and talk about the League of Legends. We're going to have some more just non-commentary gameplay action so you can see it further running and everything like that. But with the 4090, it all seemed to run pretty smooth. Almost overkill in regards to every scenario for this particular game. And I think we've about covered League from a perspective of like, lightly touching upon it for those that already know. And for those that are new, kind of getting an idea of it as well.
This is my path. In balance. For peace of mind. heed their call. To heal and protect. This is my path. God hear me. Gracefully. Where am I needed? Every step, a new journey. To heal and protect. Never waste a breath. Gracefully.